Ted Cruz spoke to ABC's Jon Karl and was almost sociopathic in his dishonesty. Listen to this.
The tradition of first-year senators. They tend to be seen but not heard. You've had, you said, a whirlwind for a first year as a U.S. senator. Does that surprise you? I mean, you're on Time Magazine's list of the runner-ups to the Pope for Person of the Year.
That was a very strange thing. This is a city where it's all politics all the time. And I'm trying to do my best not to pay attention to the politics, to focus on fixing the problems. I know that's hard to believe, but because no one in this town does that. This is a time for people to step up and do the right thing, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, you've had a couple of months to think about this whole government shutdown strategy. Now that it's over, in hindsight, are you prepared to say that it was a mistake, it wasn't the right tactic?
I think it was absolutely a mistake for President Obama and Harry Reid to force a government shutdown.
Now, you know, even John Boehner has said this was a Republican shutdown.
Look, I can't help what other people say, and John, I understand that in the media, every day the media reported the Republicans
but come on. I mean, we're a couple months away from this. The only reason why this happened is because you insisted, Republicans insisted, that Obamacare be defunded as a condition of funding the government. If you took away that insistence, there would be no shutdown. I mean, really.
You've got conservatives who stood strong and said, let's stop the train wreck that is Obamacare, and you've got Democrats in the middle of the shutdown. President Obama called every Senate Republican to the White House, sat us in a room and said, I called you here to tell you we're not going to negotiate, we're not going to compromise on anything. Repeatedly, Republicans were compromising, trying to find a middle ground.
When you make Jon Karl go, come on, really? Man, you must be saying something totally outlandish, because these guys, these are the Washington establishment journalists who always do the 50-50 neutrality thing where they, oh, I respect your opinion, but I, with apologies, I disagree with you on something. But even he was like, oh, come on, man, that's so made up. So my conclusion is that Ted Cruz is either a liar or an idiot, or both. I mean, Ted, you did the non-filibuster filibuster, and you said defund Obamacare or the government shuts down. And by the way, as a result of that, little kids with cancer don't get their NIH funding. But look the other way, because I'm doing this for political reasons and I want to score points with my base. It was impossible for you to win on that. Impossible, but you did it anyway. And then, oh yeah, you fundraised a tremendous amount of money off that because you got the furthest right people in the country, the Tea Party base, to flood you with money, which you'll probably use to run for president in 2016. So don't give me this nonsense. He knows he himself caused it. He himself caused it. Him and the Tea Party caused the shutdown, and they know they caused the shutdown because they would go around giving interviews and make 2 points simultaneously. The point they would make is, no, this government shutdown is actually a good thing because it makes the government live within its means and people will realize they don't need the government. So he would argue the shutdown is good, it's fine, there's no problem with it. But also at the same time argue, goddamn Harry Reid and President Obama shut down the government. But wait, you just said the shutdown is okay and it's a good thing, and you're also saying it's the fault of Obama and Harry Reid? But if it's a good thing and Obama and Harry Reid did it, then shouldn't you be giving credit to Obama and Harry Reid? No, it doesn't make any sense, but that's what these guys do. They throw mud against the wall. It doesn't have to make sense because they're not appealing to the brightest people in the country. And also, let me explain something, and it pisses me off that nobody's given this rebuttal yet to Ted Cruz's face, and they should because it's a conversation stopper. It's a debate ender. It'll stop him right in his bullshit tracks. Hey, Ted, you keep insisting that the Democrats didn't want to compromise. The reason why they couldn't compromise this time around is because it's not a bill, it's a law. All the compromising happened in 2009. There was a hell of a lot of compromising that happened in 2009. Don't take my word for it, take John McCain's word for it. He's the guy that came out and said, we talked about this for fucking months, and now these guys are coming in and fucking it all up. He was saying that to the Tea Party. He was telling them, you guys got to calm down. You don't know anything about governing. This is clear. So what happened? The Democrats went from a single-payer option. You know, Senator Bernie Sanders was in favor of that. Guys like Alan Grayson in favor of that. They went from single-payer, watered it down to a public option, then watered it down even further to an individual mandate, which is what we ended up getting, okay? So the Democrats caved twice, even though they had a supermajority. They negotiated more than they even had to or more than they should. And you're going to say they're not negotiating? No, that's nonsense. They already negotiated, and now after it's already law, you want to say, well, now let's negotiate. That's like somebody negotiating with a car salesman, agreeing on a price. Okay, oh, $10,000 for the used car. You already negotiated, right? And then you come in 2 days later to pick up the car for the delivery, and you walk in and say, I would like the car for $7,000. But we already negotiated to $10,000. What do you mean you want to? So at any time, anybody could say, I want to negotiate no matter what, and they have to meet you halfway? But then you could just keep saying it until you get exactly what you want, which is what Ted Cruz did.